Do you want to know how to use your God-given abilities to the most that you can, to the best potential? Our next speaker can help. Pastor Kevin Wayne Johnson is a successful speaker and author, and he loves the Lord. He desires to help all achieve all that God has for them. A dedicated husband of 24 years, a devoted father, and I hear a winner of friendly food eating competitions across the U.S. Please welcome to the stage Pastor Kevin Wayne Johnson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, associates, colleagues, acquaintances, neighbors, and the 2017 graduating class. Today you begin a journey. You can actually think of today being the first day of the rest of your life. And everyone here tonight that's here and everyone that has a desire to be here, including yourselves, you have goals, you have dreams, and you have aspirations. And when I was sitting in your seat many, many years ago, I had a dream, not in terms of Dr. Martin Luther King, but I had my own individual dream, like you have your individual dream. And your dream begins in your mind, and it's a blueprint. And it's a replica of the plans and the purpose that God has for your life. And I want to encourage you tonight, through this keynote address, through this charge, through this inspirational message, to motivate you and to encourage you to follow your dream. And you follow your dream, I'm going to go through 10 different questions that you're going to ask along your way. Because the dream is free, but it's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you time. It's going to cost you money. It's going to cost sacrifice and commitment. It's going to sacrifice your availability and also your faithfulness as we go through this process. And so tonight's topic is simply titled, Put Your Dream to the Test. And it starts out with the purpose that God has for your life, and the various plans and how he will help you to navigate along the journey in your life. And there are 4 common areas that impact every one of us that are here tonight as it relates to not being able to identify your dream. Number 1 is just plain old discouragement from others. Others aren't coming in agreement with the dream that you have for yourself, but don't let that discouragement stop you. A second one is hindrance from past disappointments. We all have them. Things have not always gone well. I'm a father of 3 sons, 21, 20, and 19. And I've been teaching them from the time that they were ankle high about following the Lord and doing what's right in God's eye as his parents has raised them. But they don't all get it. But we don't let that hinder or disappoint our goals as we move along in our lives. Also, never settle for mediocrity. You are not average. God created you in a manner that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. So don't accept mediocrity at any point in your life. You are not average, you are exceptional. And last but not least, a lack of confidence is the 4th area that trips us up. Always think highly of yourself. Always have confidence in yourself, because you can get it done. Let's go through these 10 questions. These are the questions that we need to ask ourselves because we need to test the dream. And the first one is this: is your dream really your dream, or does it belong to someone else? In other words, do you really own what it is that you are going for, that you aspire for, or are you just doing it because your parents said this is what you ought to do? Or your Uncle Billy said, this is what you ought to do. Or Aunt May said, this is what you ought to do. You need to own your dream and just ask yourself the question, is it really your dream, or are you living your life for someone else? Love what you do and do what you love. Don't compare yourself to others. because your dream does not belong to them, and always believe in your vision. Question number 2. Do I see my dream clearly? Is it clear? Is it clear and visible as you walk through life's paths? Hebrews chapter number 11, verse number 1. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Is your dream clear to you? If it is, move out on it. Some of you are going to be mechanical engineers. Some of you will be astronauts. Some of you may even find the cure to AIDS. Some of you are going to be rocket scientists. Some of you all are going to be the next discoverer of the follow-on to Microsoft and Facebook. It's unlimited in terms of what you can do and what you will achieve. Just make sure that it's clear in your mind. Question number 3. Am I depending on factors in my control? In other words, is your dream real? Is it achievable? Is it really something that you can achieve? It has to have reality built into it. Question number 4. Does my dream compel me to follow it? In other words, do you have compassion and passion for it? Do you exhibit enthusiasm and zeal in everything that you're doing? You have to have passion, because if you want someone to walk in lockstep with you as it relates to your dream, it's very important that you be passionate about it. The singing that we just heard, the young man on the guitar and on the piano, passion is what makes your dream become real. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. We heard that from RJ and from Adam and Karen and Jared and Josh and Walisha as they wrote their favorite scripture in tonight's program. Because it is true. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And that's where our passion comes from. Question number 5. Do I have a strategy to reach my dream? In other words, what is your pathway? That's what Quincy reminds us of, because Proverbs 3 verses 5 and 6 says, trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not to your own understanding, but acknowledge him in all of your ways and he shall direct your path. If you have a direct pathway towards your dream and towards your goal and your aspirations and your dreams, it will come to pass. Question number 6. Have I included people I need in my life to realize my dream? All along life's paths, you're going to need people to your right and to your left, to your north and to the south, to help you to achieve your dream. We do not live on an island. We can't get it done all by ourselves. We need each other. That's how God created us all. We need each other. We're all made from one blood. And we may be geographically dispersed, but we are one. My brothers and sisters that live in Russia, who speak a different language, who don't look like me, they're not 6 foot tall. They don't have my hair. They don't have a mustache. They don't wear glasses. But guess what? I'm an AB blood type. And if one of my brothers and sisters in Russia that I've never met and I don't know and I don't speak the language and they don't speak English, if by chance they needed a blood transfusion and they needed AB blood type, they could have my blood and they would live. We are all connected together and we need each other. Question number 7. Am I willing to pay the price for my dream? You see, your dream is going to cost you, and it comes from very, very hard work. The dream itself is indeed free, but it's going to cost us something to get there. So graduates, please repeat after me. Say, I will participate. I will help. I will practice. I will be kind. I will work. I will inspire. I will enrich. I will serve. I will grow. And I will triumph. Right around your age, I remember the person that was in my life and the cost that I had to pay to finally get on track with my dream. I was in the 11th grade at Armstrong High School in my hometown of Richmond, Virginia. And I've always been a jock. I love sports. I'm a wrestler, and I play soccer and basketball and football, and I play table tennis, and I play regular tennis, and I just love it because I'm an athlete, and I've always been that way, and I thank God for it. But in the 11th grade, my junior year, I didn't make the basketball team. I got cut. My feelings were hurt. I was downtrodden. I was embarrassed. I couldn't stand before my friends and my family because I knew I was better than that, but I didn't give the effort on the basketball court to make the team. And I respect the coach for the decision that he made because I didn't put forth maximum effort, so I didn't deserve to make the team. But as an 11th grader, 16 years of age, you don't really take it that way. You're hurt and you're downtrodden. And I never forget one of my favorite teachers, Miss Taylor, the English teacher, came to my defense. And she lifted me up and said, "Son, don't be discouraged. God has another plan for you." And I said, "Okay, well, I would like to hear this plan because right now I'm a little down. Tell me what the plan might be." And she said, "You know, you have a good voice. You have good posture. You exude confidence." This was long before I knew this. I was 16 years old. I didn't see this in me, but other people see things in you that you might not see yourself. That's why we need other people. My English teacher said, "I want you to go have a conversation with the basketball coach and the football coach because you can be the announcer. You can be the person up in the stadium in the press box that announced the marching band, and you can be there in homecoming where thousands of people come around and give an inspirational message to everyone, and you can announce the football players as they come out, and there are about 8 games in the year, and I think you would do well, and that may lead to other things that you may want to be because I see one day you might be a speaker." I'm 16 years old. I had no clue. Public speaking is the number one fear behind death. And so there was a time where I would stand before you trembling, voice cracking, knees shaking. But God, but Miss Taylor spoke into my life. And it didn't end there, but one thing after another began to happen. And because of the cost, I was able to count the cost, and I was willing to pay the price for the dream. Question number 8. Am I moving closer to my dream? In other words, are you exuding tenacity to get it done, to make your parents proud, to make your siblings proud, to make your friends proud, all of your cousins and your neighbors and everyone within your sphere of influence? Is there tenacity to make that dream come to reality? Question number 9. Does working toward my dream bring you satisfaction? Not others, but you. Because if so, that's what brings fulfillment. And Cyrus and CJ and Katie and Gabby reminding us of Jeremiah 29 and verse number 11. "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." That's what the prophet Jeremiah was speaking to all of us, and it's relevant even tonight here in the month of May 2017. We have to have fulfillment in what we do, because when you do, your dream comes to life, because other people will catch on fire and understand that it's real in your heart. It's real in your mind. It's real in your spirit. And question number 10, does my dream benefit others? We are not on an island all by ourselves. It's all about serving others. That's God's plan for our lives. The more other people you serve, the more you will enjoy life, you will be fulfilled, and you will realize the significance of what it is that you're doing. And that's what Mo reminded us of, because he pointed to the golden rule, and the golden rule says, "Do unto others as you would have them to do unto you." So what do you need to do to make your dreams come true? You need to dare to dream. You need to prepare the dream. You need to wear the dream. You need to repair the dream. And then last but not least, share the dream. And Kasha did a wonderful job in closing and her comments. when she said, don't try to live someone else's dreams. Live yours. Work hard for it and own it. Own the present and enjoy every second of it. I'll close by sharing with you that I'm the proud father of a 21, a 20, and a 19-year-old, all boys. My middle son is doing very, very well. Just earned a 3.7 this past spring semester. My baby boy, I call him a baby. He's not really a baby, but I call him a baby. He graduates from River Hill High School in Columbia, Maryland on this coming Monday at 8 o'clock in the morning. And my oldest son has tried the college experience a couple of times, and it looks to me like he's going to be on a different journey come the end of this summer. I share that with you because my oldest son was born on the 22nd of December, 1995, as a 1.4-pound premature by 3 months little boy. My middle son was born at a time where his daddy, because I had gotten so overcome by all of the medication that was in my wife and all of the tubes that were running in her, Daddy fainted in the birth room. Baby boy came along, and at the age of 2, diagnosed with autism. I've always had a dream of marrying a beautiful woman. God granted me that. It's been 24 years. I've always had the dream of being an in-home, productive, meaningful father, because I know how significant it is to little girls and little boys to need their father and to know and have a relationship with him. That was a dream, and it came to pass. But as the challenges presented themselves, I still held on to my dream. And all the challenges that I've had with the faculty and the administration and all of the teachers with my youngest son's autism diagnosis, and the challenges that I had when I fainted when my middle son was born because the doctors had to push me away because the umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck and he was losing oxygen and Daddy had to get out of the way, and the challenges with the oldest son dealing with the neurological issues that come with a 1.4-pound baby 3 months in advance. It hasn't been easy, but it's been fulfilling because it was my dream. It's been satisfying because I'm not living anybody else's dream. I'm living Kevin Wayne Johnson's dream. So 2017 class, on this evening, may the Lord bless you and keep you, and may his face continue to shine upon you. May everything that you do turn to sunshine. Don't let anyone discourage you from your dream. Go forward. Be a world changer. Be the next generation leader. Make us all proud. And God bless you.